Zach and Mueller here, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite metal genres. Now, this list is going to consist of 5, technically 6, because the top spot has 2, due to me not actually being able to pick on that one. But the rest are solid answers, 100%. So, let's get started. At number 5, we've got Prague. I like Prague just because of how much it actually will push the boundaries and go into more depth and has different time signatures, along with more concepts that are usually unknown to metal at times. Not saying that metal is a uncomplex genre, it's very complex. I like Prague just because of the riffing style, a lot of things about it. Prague is very good, honestly. So I'd say Prague for my number 5 spot. In at number 4, I would probably have to say is Thrash Metal. Just because I love thrash and all, but to some extent it can all sound the very same. I like thrash fusions more, like black and thrash. Sorry, that door keeps fucking hitting. I like black and thrash more, and like death metal mixed with thrash and all that. But bass thrash all by itself can get a little tiresome at times. Like, I like Slayer, but personally they are not my favorite out of the big 4. Like, a lot of people would be like, oh, how could you? You're not putting Slayer at the top. Megadeth is my favorite. Metallica kind of is out of the big 4 for me because they've transcended the big 4, honestly. I feel that the big 4 now consists of Exodus, Megadeth, Anthrax, and Slayer. Now, if we want to take Slayer out and replace him with Testament, that's what we'll do. Because Slayer is gone, so now we need a new big 4, because Metallica's transcended, Slayer's gone. You know, and keep the other 2, and you got your big 4 of now. In at number 3, I would probably have to say death metal. Love death metal, love brutal death metal, love myself some Cannibal Corpse, some Obituary, some Dead Spawn, Diabolic Intent, Deadly Vision. There's a lot of death metal bands I like. Bloodbath, Original Opeth, you know, that type of stuff. I love brutal death metal, but I also love the more complex, more delving into topics that are usually unknown. Delving into the darker and more about murder and power. These are more dark topics that people can relate to. So I think that one is very, very good, and I personally love it very much because I love death metal. That's why it's in my top 3. Because I'm considering the number 1 spot kind of. It was hard to pick, trust me, so I'm considering 2. In at number 2, that's a hard one, honestly. In at number 2, I would probably have to say classic heavy metal. So, actually no, not classic heavy metal, more of a, probably, that's a hard one. I'd probably have to go with classic heavy metal, honestly. So, Iron Maiden, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple. I love them. I love how you can hear the blues aspect to it. Occasional jazz influences, which are very, very unique and very interesting. And just overall, very cool. I like how that you can hear where it started, what it came from. And then listening to later genres, you can hear how it evolved. And later music by those bands, you can hear how that evolved and what they stripped away, what they kept, what they heightened, what they added. You know, it shows where heavy metal came from. And I feel that it wouldn't be right if I didn't put it on this list. So classic heavy metal, or traditional heavy metal, whichever way you want to call it. God, that door is clicking a lot. It's not mine, it's the door next to me. In at number 1, like I said, this is a double spot, and I'll explain why, would be black metal and doom metal. The reason behind black metal is I see it as a more spiritual ambience, very good. very interesting, very intriguing, very drawing, and it's something that takes a little bit to get into. Death metal you can get into even before black metal. And it's a stripped down primal, but it has an atmospheric and real aspect to it. It's none of this highly processed music that we hear today that's overdone. Now there's some today's musical artists that I'm willing to listen to. I don't listen to them often, but they're decent. But I like black metal just because of the spirituality aspect and the more self-expressionist aspect. It's the most expressive, I believe, as far as like anger and sadness go. That's why it's tied with Doom, because I feel that Doom also expresses the spirituality of like nature and the human spirit, along with some darker, more topics dealing with mental illness, depression, sadness. You know, it deals with that type of stuff. But it also shows nature and talks about nature. It can tell a story. It can show it crumbling. That's why those songs have to be long, because they tell a story. Because if you didn't have the length to them, if it was a 2-minute thrash song, you get a story there, but you don't get the deeper emotion and the deeper draw you get from doom metal. And the reason I had to say that Black and Doom were my top one, was because of ypres. I love them, and they're a Black Doom fusion. So, I mean, it was kind of hard, because I was like, do I want to choose Doom, or do I want to choose Black Metal? I mean, I love Mayhem, love Darkthrone, love Burzum, love Karnargeth, love Abath, love Mutilation. I love a lot of Black Metal. Satyricon, Venom, if we're counting Proto-Black as part of this, Bathory, you know, those type of bands. And Doom, Mournful Congregation, Typo, Woods of Ypres, if you want to consider them more Doomish, depending on the record you're listening to. Mournful Congregation, Typo Negative, Woods of Ypres, Black Sabbath, if you want to consider them under Doom. I consider them Proto-Doom, so yes, Doom. And I like Sludge, too, which is a subgenre of Doom. I like the Melvins, I like Black Label Society, I like Stoner, which came from Doom, but kind of became its own thing. So like, Electric Wizard, Sleep, Dope Smoker, Red Fang, you know, Crowbar for Sludge, again. The only genre of Doom I just haven't truly been able to get into is drum. And it's just, I don't like the sound. The lacking of drums and bass, or the lacking of bass and vocals really throws me off, and I just don't personally like the sound. Could be that I've only listened to Sun, and I don't know. I'll try listening to other drone bands, but I can tell you, I probably won't be a big fan of that band, or that genre. But as far as it goes, my favorite Doom genres are probably Black and Doom, Doom Metal, just pure Doom Metal, Epic Doom, like Candlemass, which is amazing. Candlemass is great. I haven't listened to Manila Road, but I've heard of them. Or Manila Road's power metal, I think. I'm sorry, I'm very mixed up today a little bit, but I like some Doom Metal. I don't know if I have any Doom Metal on this jacket. Hang on, let me check. No. Nope. I don't think I do. I have stuff that has Doom-like elements. I have Black Sabbath, if you want to consider them Doom. They have Doom-like elements, as long as you're listening to the right era. Dio's era was more punchy and less depressing, I guess. But it's not a bad era. I just prefer Ozzy more. Dio was good as Dio and Rainbow. But yeah, that's as far as Doom goes on this jacket. I'm very few and far between, but I still have space on here, and I will be adding more Doom metal bands. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment for more videos. leave your favorite metal genres in the description or in the comments. Check out the music used. It'll be in the description below. Thank you for letting me use your music, guys. Most likely Diabolic Intent and Deadly Visions, because I haven't found another band that'll let me use their music. Check out my Facebook page for the more YouTube-related stuff, Instagram for more personal. And our recommended album will be Woods 4. I believe that one was Piss and Pain, but just check out Woods 4. That one's a great album. It's got one of the best songs. I was buried in Mount Pleasant View Cemetery. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.